Have you ever found yourself stuck in a relationship or friendship that feels comfortable, but deep down, you know it's keeping you from growing? It's tough when the people we've shared our lives with, who we've laughed and cried with, aren't the ones meant to walk with us forever. But what if the Stoics could help us navigate this difficult truth? The ancient wisdom of Stoicism reveals that personal growth often means making tough choices about who we let into our lives. It's not about cutting people off without care. It's about choosing relationships that uplift, inspire, and challenge us to become our best selves. So if you're at a crossroads, unsure whether to let go of someone or move forward, you're not alone. Together, let's dive into Stoic wisdom to understand when it's time to let go, make room for new growth, and build deeper, more meaningful connections that align with your true values. Hit that subscribe button, share this message with someone who needs it, and don't skip ahead. Every second of this journey might be the one that transforms your life. Is your relationship holding you back? Have you ever felt stuck in a relationship where the support you need just isn't there? Or worse, they seem to hold you back from achieving your goals. This is where Stoicism can be a game changer. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, championed the idea of constant self-improvement. If a relationship is holding you back instead of helping you grow, it's time to recognize that as a red flag. Your friends, family, or partner should be your cheerleaders, not anchors dragging you down. Ask yourself, why am I holding on? Is it out of fear, habit, or misplaced loyalty? True connection should make you feel capable of growing, not stuck in a cycle of what-ifs. It's okay to reevaluate your relationships to ensure they align with who you're striving to become. If someone is not supporting your growth, it might be time to move on, not out of bitterness, but with gratitude for the lessons learned. When drama dominates, ever find yourself caught in a whirlwind of emotions in a relationship where jealousy, anger, or negativity seem to define everything? Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic sage, taught us that while we can't control external events, we do have control over how we respond. If a relationship feels like a constant battleground rather than a safe haven, it's time to reconsider. The key is awareness. When negative emotions arise, take a step back. Why are you feeling this way? What can you learn from it? Sometimes the healthiest reaction is to create space or make a change, not out of fear, but out of self-respect and a desire for peace. Not every relationship is meant to last, and that's okay. The danger of manipulation. Let's get real for a moment. Have you ever felt like a puppet in your relationship, with someone else pulling the strings? That's not love or partnership. According to Epictetus, true freedom comes from mastering yourself. A relationship that makes you question your own choices, dreams, or sense of self is a red flag. True relationships are built on mutual respect and autonomy. If you're constantly second-guessing yourself, it might be time to step back and ask, why am I in a relationship that stifles my freedom? Ending a toxic dynamic isn't about being harsh. It's about honoring your worth and regaining control over your life. The Stoics would remind us that real freedom comes from within. And sometimes that means walking away from relationships that threaten that freedom. When a relationship drains you, what happens when spending time with someone leaves you feeling drained instead of energized? When you're walking on eggshells or constantly questioning your worth? The Stoics believed in relationships that align with nature, harmony, and virtue. If a relationship is only causing stress, negativity, and self-doubt, it's time to reflect. Healthy relationships should help you grow, support your well-being, and bring peace, not add to your burdens. Take a step back, reassess the situation, and ask yourself, is this relationship contributing to my happiness, or is it a drain on my emotional energy? Stoicism teaches us to prioritize our well-being, and sometimes that means making the tough decision to walk away from a connection that isn't serving us. The importance of respect. Respect is the foundation of any healthy relationship. Without it, everything else crumbles. The Stoics placed immense value on self-respect and mutual respect, and for good reason. If you're in a relationship where you feel disrespected or devalued, it's time to reassess. Compromising on your values, especially when it comes to respect, isn't something the Stoics would ever advise. If you're not being treated with dignity, that's a major red flag. True relationships are built on mutual respect and understanding. If that's lacking, it might be time to move on, not out of anger, but because you deserve better. Living in reality versus illusion. Finally, let's talk about illusions. Stoicism teaches us the strength of seeing the world as it truly is, not as we wish it to be. If you're in a relationship where things aren't as they seem, where you're holding onto a fantasy of what could be rather than accepting the reality, it's time to let go of that illusion. Embracing truth, even when it's painful, is the path to emotional freedom. The Stoics encourage us to face reality head-on, and that includes recognizing when a relationship isn't what we hoped for or imagined. It's not about giving up on love. It's about fostering genuine, authentic connections that align with who we truly are. The bottom line: never compromise your values. Finally, never compromise your values for the sake of any relationship. Your values are the foundation of who you are, and any relationship that asks you to betray them is not worth it. Stay true to yourself, your integrity, and your principles. Stoicism teaches us that real fulfillment comes from living in alignment with our values, and sometimes that means walking away from relationships that challenge them. Conclusion: relationships should lift us up, not hold us back. They should challenge us to grow, support us when we need it most, and respect our individuality. If you find yourself in relationships that are draining, manipulative, or misaligned with your values, it's time to take action. Let go of what holds you back, embrace the truth of your situation, and build relationships that empower you to live authentically and freely. If you're ready to let go of what no longer serves you and step into a life that's aligned with your highest self, keep these Stoic principles in mind. They're the key to creating the peaceful, fulfilling relationships you deserve.